the moral of the story is that I had to take off my underwear and throw them in the garbage and go commando for the rest of the day. Welcome back, turkeys.
Happy Tuesday.
We have returned with another episode of Nonsexual Soulmates non-birth edition.
Yes, we are back to our normally scheduled random conversations.
But if you want to tell the world what those little gurgles are.
Yes, if you hear any weird noises and or wondering why I'm going to be probably constantly swaying this whole episode, it's because my little one is right here on my body. So we are momming it up today, and he's all snuggled in, so hopefully he'll give me a little bit of time and take a nap. So we'll see how it goes.
We'll see. We'll roll with it.
We just got him weighed today. He's 13 pounds, 10 ounces.
Dude, I was going to say, he looks big on you.
Oh, I know. He's growing so much. It's wild.
Good job, little buddy.
I know. He's doing so good. But yeah. So anyway, sorry in advance for any weird noises or screams. We're going to do our best today.
We're good. Well, guys, getting right down to brass tacks. I didn't have anything carbonated, and I just only burp forever.
It's your thing. It's your signature thing. It's a fine.
Okay, I'm really working on it, but here we are. So today, as promised, we have some poop stories. Kind of goes along with motherhood, but this time it's for the adults. And I was gonna, in keeping with the theme, I was just gonna ask you if you're a morning pooper.
I feel like right now, being postpartum, everything is a little off kilter. We're just readjusting to normal life. I feel like I used to be, but typically I think it's typically when I drink coffee. So I typically drink coffee in the morning. So yeah, if I'm up a little bit, have my cup of coffee, it's either at home or sorry to my work, yeah, it's at work. So once I get there, but yeah, pretty much the coffee does it to me.
Me too. I feel really accomplished if I can get up in the morning, go for a run, go poop, and then take a shower before work.
Oh yeah.
Because I don't have a bidet, as previously discussed. Throwback to episode 11, I think. Anyway, I don't have a bidet, but I shower bidet myself, if you will. And then it's just nice. It's just like I've worked out, so I sweated, new day, new room in my bowels. It feels like I'm flushing yesterday and I'm starting off on a lighter note. It doesn't always work out that way. 9 times out of 10, I end up like taking a giant shit at work in the mornings. And then I try to figure out like which bathroom they won't figure it out. Anyway, it's a whole thing, but yeah, world. I think I used to be an evening pooper. I much prefer a morning poop, but I'm wondering if that's everybody or if other people have others.
Can I ask a question? Do you only poop once a day?
Probably not.
Okay. You made it sound like my one poop is in the morning.
I know. I feel like if I'm having like a normal life of eating food, then it's like I have my poop in the morning and then I'd say like my one a day.
Yeah,
but I think more often than not, I have morning poops.
I got you. Okay.
If I like the other day, I had an afternoon one and that really freaked me out. But that's because I ate like greasy lunch.
Oh, yeah. Well, to all you turkey tots out there, you should be pooping at least once a day. Because if you're not, then we need to talk about the toxins that are building up in your body that you're not digesting and releasing. No, it's a whole thing. Like
I can't imagine.
You gotta poop, man.
Actually,
it's
on
like
a vacation, Yeah, for sure. Because on our vacation, it took me, I think I went like a whole day without pooping, and I was like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Mostly it was in my head. I mean, I know it's not great, and I was feeling a little bit bloated and gassy, but I was freaking out. I was like, I have so many turds in me.
Vacation. Speaking of poop, he's probably pushing one out right now.
Oh, get it, Kaden.
Vacation kind of messes up my digestion and things. Just I don't know if it's just the act of traveling or if you're not in your home, so you tend to, I don't know, be constipated, or the other way around if you're eating more rich food and drinking more. It's always kind of thrown off.
I know. I wonder to the world out there, is anyone out there I only poop at home? Because that's a whole segment of society.
And that would stress me out because, when you gotta go, you gotta go.
I don't have
people
options.
hold it. No, I know. I agree. I'm
coming to the point of this conversation. Let me tell you about these couple times I couldn't hold it. No, but I for real don't understand. I wish I had that much control.
Right? That's what I'm saying.
For anyone listening that might be a medical professional, I probably have IBS-like symptoms, but I'm not diagnosable, so it's fine. But I also don't have a gallbladder, so I know what to eat that will bother me and what I should be avoiding, but I make other choices sometimes, and then these are consequences.
At least you are aware of and you prepare for the consequences. You know what you're doing.
I know. It's like shout out to the lactose intolerant people. You know what I'm talking about. Sometimes you're just risking it. Okay, so I guess I'll start because why not? I have two very specific within the last 5-year examples. So yes, people were talking like in our 20s. The first one, I'm going to start with, I just have untrustworthy farts. There's really no other way to put it.
Like a shark fart?
Yeah, I call them sneaky farts. They seem like they're going to be more like normal. And you know how you can judge the smelliness of a fart based on the heat of your butthole?
I don't think I've ever, like the temperature of your actual anus.
Well, it's like if you have like if you have one that feels like a really hot fart, it's like this is going to be bad.
Oh, like maybe like oh God, how do I say this without
like the spiciness
or the ruminating air around it? I get you. I think I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Yeah, like I'm sure it's not actually hotter, but if it feels hotter, it's like, oh no. So sometimes that will happen, but then sometimes it's like that was not just air.
Oh God. Yeah.
And this is like, it has happened once in a while, and mostly it's been like, it's not been bad enough where you have to have a change out.
Okay.
It's just like, oh, I need to stop. Okay, this is not quite a fart. I mean, doesn't Forrest Gump say that you shouldn't trust a fart?
I don't remember.
I feel I may have made that up completely. The moral of the story is I've had a few sneaky farts in my life, but I had not been at my job more than like 2 months, my new job that I have. And I was just, I'm in my office by myself. So if I have bad gas, I'm like, I can just toot away. Like nobody knows. Because it's so freeing to just let yourself fart versus holding it in. And then you get like internal gas bubbles. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So I was like, just in my office, like typing notes, vibing. Y'all, I straight up sharded.
Like immediately?
Like immediately was like, oh no. And thank God it's a scary bathroom, but it's right across from my office. So I like sprint over there. The moral of the story is that I had to take off my underwear and throw them in the garbage and go commando for the rest of the day.
So it stopped at the underwear layer?
Yeah, luckily, well, I mean, God. I don't know if all of
for the most part.
But I mean, I couldn't be pantsless. It wasn't bad enough that I felt like I had to go home, and luckily I had more like substantial underwear because I don't wear like string-a-dings to work. But dude, and then like a day later, one of our interns was having a really rough time and came in my office and started crying, and she was like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry." I was like, "It's fine. I pooped in my pants yesterday." So, I mean, it all worked out for the benefit.
Oh my God, I love that. How did she react?
She started laughing. I was like, no judgment. We all have bad days. I cried when I was an intern once here. And a pair of my poopy underwear went out in the garbage yesterday. So, sometimes life just happens and you have to roll with it.
It's true, man. Sometimes, man, as someone who, what is this? What is this, guys? You know me. I don't know what I was going to say. I was going to say, as a child, I don't know if it's anxiety ridden or my eating habits, because little Debbie was stocked in my pantry I have a horrible relationship with her. But anyway, I was chronically feeling IBS-y. I was also never diagnosed, and I don't think that was actually it. But between my anxiety and my diet, dude, I was not feeling good. I didn't poop my pants more than, well, now I can't remember. There's one particular time that I can tell a story on, but I would just feel so sick when I went to the bathroom. So I feel like that is a big societal problem, is digestive issues. And as much as it's like taboo to talk about, and it's not like feminine and fun and like sexy to talk about it, it's like, okay, like it happens,
I know. Also, I've noticed some companies are trying to be like, it's okay, we all poop. And I'm like, you guys just need to get the fuck out of here. But we can say it. We all poop. We don't have an agenda. I'm not selling a medication or wet wipes, which you shouldn't put down your toilet ever. What? Everybody poops. What? Oh yeah. Your situation when you were younger was so common, y'all, that it was called poopy problems.
Yeah, we had a name for it.
And we just would be like, oh, Kayla's upstairs having poopy problems.
Dude,
for a long time.
It was a long time. And things set me off very, very quickly. Like, I remember, if we go out to breakfast, like me and my parents or something, and I have pancakes and syrup, I know it's going to happen, which is horrible. Now I'm at a point where, like, once I got into college and adulthood and I kind of changed my eating habits, my body can withstand those sweet things without reacting so poorly. But I think I was so over, I don't know, there was irregularities and off balance in my gut and digestive area that anything would set it off. And that was like a big part of my childhood, was just always feeling sick and being worried that I was going to feel sick. And like, when you get like the sweats because you're like, oh, like the waves of stomach vibe. Oh, that's the worst.
I'm past that, thank
God. I know, it's so funny. I love it. That it really stuck, that phrase.
It sure did. Okay, so this leads me into my next time when I full blown pooped my pants, which was due to sugar and fat.
Yeah, man. Okay.
But I don't.
Sugar, bro.
I know, and I don't need a lot of sugar anyway, which is not me being like, it's unhealthy. I drink plenty of sugar, probably. I just don't like to look at sugar content in bourbon and gin, but. And beer. But
Look at my Celsius.
I know. I try to be conscious and like eat decent, and I don't eat a bunch of little Debbies anymore. So anyway, during COVID, obviously, everything was shut down. And me and two of my girlfriends, after things had been closed for a while, were like, let's just go meet at like the park and have like brunch. So one of them, I guess one of her friends was making like homemade cinnamon rolls out of her house as like a side hustle.
Cinnamon rolls?
Yeah, cinnamon rolls. So she, with the cream cheese frosting, like big. So she brought fresh cinnamon rolls and we all met at the park down by the water and we were going to eat them. So we were like eating and chatting and no problem. And then all of a sudden, the urge And the problem, y'all, is that nothing was open because it was COVID. Like, and even public restrooms around here weren't open because I guess they just didn't want to like pay the toilet employees. I don't know what homeless people did. It must have been rough. But there was nothing open. And I was like a couple miles from my house, and I thought that it would pass. And I probably waited too long because I was like with these two women that I was friends with, but I wasn't super close. Like I wasn't poop close with them.
Yeah.
Anyway, I just vividly remember like having to go to my car, which wasn't close because we had like walked down to where the pier was. I, for some reason, had some of my brother's like clothes in my car because I think he was moving or something, and he wanted to store some stuff at my house. So I put this box of his clothes in my car, and I knew I wasn't going to make it home. So I went and dug out like a pair of his like old like Star Wars pajamas and put them down on my seat because I had cloth seats. And I was like, if I poop all over my seats, what am I going to do? And I vividly remember that I was wearing jean shorts and I was probably wearing underwear. But I mean, I felt that like the sweats and the waves and I got like halfway home and then I was just like, I can't stop this. And I just straight up like baby diaper blowout pooped in my pants. And then the worst part was like running into my house because I'm like, I don't want it to dribble into my shoes. And my dogs wanted to smell my butt. And I was like, go away. I'm like, and our bathroom's in the back of the house. I'm like running to the back of the house, trying to like keep the dogs out of my ass. So I like poop. And then I'm like trying to figure out how to get like my shorts clean enough to wash them. Thank God Jason was working this day. Because I don't know what I would have done if he'd been in the house and seen me like running to the back and asked me what I was doing. Because I probably would have lied.
Did he know
I
it
don't know
happened?
what I would have lied. Oh, I thought it was funny like 2 days later and told him, and he told me he wished I hadn't. But so I like do all this poop, and then I'm like, oh my God, this is so embarrassing. But they probably just think that I like came home to go to the bathroom, so it's fine. So I text them and I'm like, I'll just meet you guys back there. I'm thinking in my head, I wore jean shorts. I have another pair of jean shorts. No one's going to even know that I changed.
Oh my gosh. Wait, so you left them. What did you say to them when you left?
Oh, I said I had to go to the bathroom. And I was like, I think I'm going to have to go home because there's nothing open.
Oh, okay. So they knew. Okay, I got you.
So they knew I was going home, but like, and they knew that I probably had to go to the bathroom. And I'm sure they thought I had to poop, but like, there was
not to that extreme.
Yeah, they had no idea what was like bubbling in my butthole. So I get home, I go out, I'm like almost there to meet them, and then the feeling hits again.
Oh, Kailey, that's the worst. Oh God.
So the moral of the story is that I then pooped my pants a second time.
No, you didn't.
In a second pair of shorts.
No, you didn't.
And I can't remember if I'd gotten out and sat down with them and was like, nope, and had to turn around and leave again, or if I figured it out before I got back out of the car. But I ended up texting them and just being like, I'm sorry, I don't feel good. Okay. And then I later told one of them that it was because I pooped myself, but I shouldn't have eaten a cinnamon roll the size of my head when I normally don't even eat breakfast because I normally do intermittent fasting. Oh my God. There was such a good cinnamon roll. I'm happy that I ate it from the center out. So I got the good part first, but
dude, so that's horrible. Okay, so when you pooped on your brother's pajamas. Does he know that, by the way?
I don't know.
God, that's so funny.
I think I may have told him, and I don't even think any poop like ended up on his pajamas. I mean, I obviously washed them, but I definitely used his favorite pajama pants as my poop buffer.
Oh my gosh. So when you went back out, did you put something else down, or did you think you were over it?
No,
you didn't
I thought
have anything
it was fine.
Oh,
I mean, I pooped so much I pooped my pants and then I pooped more when I got home. So I thought like I had to be good. But there's something about when the waves hit you.
Yes, through the waves.
I don't even know where it comes from. It's like Satan himself is in my bowels.
It's almost like almost like your body's contracting it out, or it's like kind of like a purity contracting feel of just like, oh no, it's coming again.
It happened on our cruise one morning.
Oh no.
Oh, I had such bad
Worst.
poopy problems at the airport waiting. I didn't poop my pants in the airport, y'all, but I probably went poop like 6 times while we were waiting for the plane because we'd gotten off like 2 weeks of just eating like fucking animals and drinking. And so I deserved every moment of it. But we had to do this weird thing where we had to be secondary screened. I don't know. He and I both got flagged. It was very annoying. But once you went past this checkpoint, you couldn't leave again. And there were no bathrooms in the checkpoint.
Oh God.
I was so stressed. And then the stress makes you have to poop anyway. Mm-hmm. I think I pooped like 7 times that morning. And Jason was like, you have got to get some Imodium the next time we go on a vacation.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
But that was the worst one. And pooping my pants was the worst time. But that was the most I've ever had to go back to back to back. And then I was like, I'm so dehydrated. I'm going to need Gatorade.
Yeah, because you pooped it all out. I mean, diarrhea was like a cause for death back in the day. And even in some countries, like it's crazy how much it really affects you, which is like weird to say out loud, but it's true. It's like a real thing.
I died on the Oregon Trail of dysentery. A lot.
Yeah. God, I haven't played that game forever, obviously. I think we only played it in school. I don't ever remember playing that outside of school.
I think I bought a CD-ROM computer game.
CD-ROM, oh my god.
I hope your baby can play Oregon Trail somehow.
I'm sure they have it on eBay. Like we bought a DVR. No, not DVR. A VHS player on eBay so we could watch our VHS home videotapes.
Oh.
So funny. Oh, it's so fun. Anyway, sorry, derailed. The waves, man. I am so sorry. So, okay, you're friends with both of them still, or what happened with that friendship?
One of them moved away, so we aren't like as close. Not through like crankiness, just through life. And I mean, you know me, whenever there's like new people in a new area, I always just sort of like huddle them around.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I have a lot of people that I sort of like make friends with that are situational.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't maintain long distance friendships with every person that I'm friends with forever and ever.
Yeah, it's hard. It's work. It takes some effort.
I'm sure she's not offended, but her and her husband seem to be thriving in their new location.
Good.
The other one I am still friends with. I think I told her that happened. In my mind, it was like a bonding moment of our friendship where I was like, remember that? I pooped myself.
Well, it's just like the first time we hung out, you farted on my bed. It's, you know.
I know, we're just bonding over bodily functions.
Oh my god. Yeah, he feels the same way, apparently.
His little baby noises are so sweet.
I know. It's going to be weird when he doesn't make them anymore. Like
you can come back to episode 26 and listen to them.
This is so true. I love it. Okay, so well, do you have anything else to say on that? I won't interrupt.
I don't know. I feel like I've already given off way too many graphic details. It gives Bubble Butt a whole new meaning. That song. Gosh. Bubble Butt. Bubble, 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 bubble. That's what I imagine. It's just poops bubbling.
Oh jeez. Okay, so I have a story about sugar. The sugar, man. The sugar gets me. I mean, I said the pancakes and the syrup. Always the Little Debbie's. Like, it was just constant. I also used to drink Sunkist in the morning for breakfast. Why? And who let me do that? Anyway.
It makes my teeth... It used to make my teeth feel weird.
I know. It wasn't a whole Sunkist. I would, like, crack one open, take maybe, like, 5 to 10 sips, and then I would save it in the fridge and then go to school. Bro, don't ask me. Horrible habits.
I have memories of you doing your tiny Kayla sips.
Oh my god, I kind of forgot about that until you just said that. That's so true. And I have OCD a little bit too. Again, undiagnosed, but it would be like I'm assuming I took little mini sips and then like really had to get like the friends on the corners.
Oh
like
yeah,
really have
you
to make
always like
sure.
really like slurped out
Yeah.
the. You're a dream person to share a drink with.
Right? I don't leave anything behind. No, I'm kidding. Okay, so anyway, so sugar. So I was at a summer camp. It was the only summer camp. Like, we did a couple of summer camps through our Young Life organization, which we've touched on in previous episodes, but this was like your quintessential youth, random, haka chaka, waka shaka camp. You know what I'm saying? It was like your normal, like, the name was weird, something like that.
I
I'm
know
not trying to
it's
be
like
offensive,
Lake
but
Okeechobee.
it's something like that. A horrible experience.
Camp on the way.
Yeah, no. Yeah. That doesn't sound as weird as I was imagining.
I know. I have the name Lake Okeechobee in my head, which is just a normal lake in Florida, but anyway.
Okay, well, let's run with Onaway because I think you're right. So I went. I have social anxiety to begin with. I also have this IBS poopy problem situation. I should have known not to do what I did. But okay, it all revolves around Skittles. So much sugar, bro. So much sugar. But me and our mutual friend went and we were, don't know why, it was actually really, really fun in the moment. We were taking Skittles and like it was hot. So we would like get them hot in our hand. We would mush them together and like make, I don't know, like hamburgers out of the Skittles and like make shapes out of the Skittles. Don't ask me why. It just was a thing. And we ate we ate a lot throughout this process. And this was like during the free time. And then later we were going out on, I think, a canoe or a kayak or some kind of boating device where we would like go out into the lake or river thing. I don't even know what we were doing, but we were paddling. So anyway, we ate a lot of Skittles. And I'm already at a point where my body is not supposed to handle, like it can't handle that much sugar. So I'm in a swimsuit. We go out to the boat. We're paddling. And then it hits me, the wave. It hits me so hard. And I'm thinking, you know that, first of all, you're sweating because of the wave. And then you start sweating with anxiety because you're like, what do I do? Where do I go? I'm thinking, do I have to jump out of the boat or canoe thing and poop in the water? Which, A, I can't see the bottom, so that freaks me out. Like, what's in here? B, obviously, that's going to draw attention. Like, they will know. And B, like, what if it floats? Like, all these things are running through my head. And, you know, you just have to, like, get through the waves. It's kind of like giving birth. No, I'm just kidding. I can't compare this to giving birth. But, like, you have to get through the waves. And thank God, somehow, we made it back to the campsite or the campground or the, you know, the dock. And I'm full on sweating. I'm like, I have to go to the bathroom. Of course, it's just like your house. It's not right there. There's no bathrooms by the water. It is all the way up the island and all the way down, like all the way to the back. So I'll never forget. I was like, okay, I made it to shore. We got this. As I'm running from the dock to the back of the, I want to say island. It wasn't an island, but the back of the area where the restrooms were. I'm running in my flip-flops, which running in wet flip-flops, not easy. I'm in a wet swimsuit or some kind of, yeah.
The rubbery Old Navy flip-flops. I can
Yes,
just hear the like
the
ee of your feet, and then your feet are sliding back and forth, and then the backs are flapping on your heels.
The stupid thong sandals, which I hate anyway. So I'm running and I'm about halfway there and I'm just like, I don't think I'm going to make it. I don't think I'm going to make it. And it happens. But thank God it wasn't runny. It was actually quite in one piece, which thank God. I think I was probably maybe constipated in the beginning of the trip and then it all came out with all the sugar I had ate. So at this point, I think I'm like half jogging, waddling to the restroom because it's a big...
In a swimming suit?
In a swimming suit! Now, it wasn't like the swimming suits that are there today. I was also young, so I wore the little, you know, they're not granny panty swimsuits, but they're the ones that cover your whole ass. Okay, so that's at least good. So I had a place to to hold it. But oh my God, I was so embarrassed. And I don't think people saw me because everyone was kind of dispersed. But there could have been people see me and be like, is that a saggy butt? Like, what's in her swimsuit? Anyway, I get to the bathroom and it's, again, the same situation. I am nowhere near my cabin. I don't have an extra set of clothes. I don't have a towel because I literally just ran. Which is obvious, like, why would I just run? So people probably knew. Anyway, I get it all cleaned up as possible, and then I think I just, like, it's like a shame walk back to your cabin, and you just, like, you gotta change and shower, and it was just, I've never looked at Skittles the same way. I will still eat them, but in moderation.
How old were you?
I think we were in middle school. Does that sound right?
Poor little baby poopy Kayla.
I know. Bad time for my digestion and bad time for my self-confidence. It was just like a whole bout of embarrassment.
That's gotta be the worst time.
At least it was like, I mean, I never went back to the camp, and I didn't know many people at the camp, but still, it's not a good feeling.
Anything in middle school, just going to middle school is bad enough.
I know.
Pooping your swim pants. Oh.
Yeah. So
at least when I pooped my pants, I was at a stage in my life where I could just laugh about it.
Yeah, this was like, I was so embarrassed. I think I've told a few people now, but I in the moment I was mortified.
Did you tell anyone that week?
I don't remember. I'd have to ask. It would only have been one person. I don't remember though. Oh, that's so embarrassing.
Did you just try to like hand wash your swimsuit? What did you do with it?
Yeah, because there was no wash. Yeah, I must have brought more than one swimsuit. And I think it was it was either like 3 out of 5 days or 4 out of 5. Like it was not in the beginning of the trip, thank goodness. But I think I just washed it off in the bathroom sink with like soap and water. And then hopefully I didn't wear it again. I don't remember. It's been so long. I've kind of like tried to forget. So yeah.
Excuse me.
I'm sure that's not the last time. But you know what happens. I just have to watch what I eat. Oof. And a coffee, man. You give me more than 2 cups of coffee, I better watch out. I gotta make sure I got a bathroom in sight. I'm just kidding. It's not that bad, but...
I know. My intermittent fasting has helped. I've also, as I've kind of tracked things, like, I don't have a gallbladder, so if I eat a bunch of, like, fatty, spicy foods the night before, I just know that I'm gonna not be able to just go flouncing around in the morning. So I do sometimes consider that if I know that we're going to get up and like go to the beach or like go on a hike or go do something that's not maybe going to have a bunch of bathrooms accessible. But when we go hiking, I just bring baby wipes with me now. I'm like, who cares? I'll bury it.
The baby wipes? Mm-hmm. Ooh, you're bad. I'm kidding. Can we just talk real quick about the trip that we took in high school where we had to poop in the mountains on trails? And
yes, we went off the grid. We went off the grid hiking in Colorado to a wilderness area. So no, nothing, no facilities, and it was pack in, pack out. So you had to dig a cat hole for your turd. And
is that the communal turd bucket?
No, I think that's when you dig a one, but that was if you were like en route, and then we would dig like a communal turd by a log or something that you could hold on to and poop off of. Which I'm surprised you weren't afraid of things like jumping up into your butt.
Well, I was, and
okay.
I think you know this. I never pooped in the communal hole, not once. I always cat holed it. I
don't blame you.
Because everyone else's poop is in there. I don't even want to get close to it.
I know. Look at everyone's turds.
Yeah, because I passed it a couple times and it was not a pleasant sight.
Bro, the worst part of that, I don't think I was on my period, but they wanted you to like pack out your tampons.
I remember that. Yeah, it was like we were like roughing it.
I mean, it was so good for us, and it was one of my favorite memories. But yeah, the poop part was pretty great. And I remember that they didn't want us to wear deodorant because we weren't going to be able to shower for like 7 days, and I guess it can like clog your pores and make you.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. I remember that vaguely.
I think if
that
we'd
was a
have,
crazy trip.
If we'd have had natural deodorant, I don't think that would have happened.
Mm-hmm.
Like nowadays, but maybe if we would have had Lumi. Sorry.
Yeah, but we were very primal with our poop on that trip. But yeah, I always cat hold it. I did not want to poop where other people pooped. Sorry.
I don't blame you. Other than that, those are my two founding moments. I can't believe I don't have like childhood ones, but I used to be able to eat flaming hot Cheetos and chase it down with Pop-Tarts and a glass of milk and be fine. But these days, we gotta pay a little more attention.
See, and it's funny because I feel like I'm the opposite, where as a child, I wasn't pooping in my pants, but I was like not feeling good and I was in the bathroom for a while. But now I'm like, okay, I know what I can handle.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I still don't feel good sometimes, and it's all because of what I eat or what is happening right now. He's trying to come out.
I know. He's like, let me out. For anyone listening, he's wrapped. Like Kayla's wearing him, which honestly looks really cozy.
It is cozy, except he's ravaging his elbows are pressing into my boobs right now, so that's fun. But it's okay. It is really cozy. I like when he's close, and he's good with contact naps, so. But he's fighting it right now.
Jason would not like this, but I feel like I would have a lot of fun getting wrapped up and having him tote me around. My feet would drag, though.
I would love to see that.
The other day, I'm going to leave you with this visual. We went down to the beach, and it's the only time I can like hold him because it's the water. So I was trying to make him let me hold him like a baby.
Oh, like in the water.
In the water, yeah, because he could float.
Yeah.
He really tolerates me. Wow.
He does, man.
He's a real sport.
Oh my God, I love that.
Whatever. He wipes his cold beer condensation on my arm every time, so it evens out.
I love y'all.
I love you guys too. All right, I'll let you and Squirmy go back to doing Squirmies.
Yes, I need to. Speaking of poop, he's probably got a poopy diaper, so
yeah,
we're gonna take care of that because at least it's an acceptable time to poop your pants.
Dude, if he would have had a blowout on you during this episode, it would have been like I wouldn't have liked it, but I would have laughed.
I was literally thinking this could happen, and how ironic would that be?
Right. Well, on that note, everyone, thanks for coming back for another week of poops of the pod. I don't know what I'm saying, but thank you for coming back because we appreciate it as we keep moving forward and having new conversations and new episodes. We hope you guys hang in there with us, and here we go.
See you next Tuesday.
Okay, love you, bye.
Love you, bye.
Beep.